Hi guys, Balloon Man here, and I'm going to show you how to use the Livid farm. Basically, the "You Are Here" arrow is where you will teleport to with the Moon Clan, and the blue arrow is where the Livid farm is. So first of all, once you teleport, make sure you have all your runes necessary that you see in my inventory. You'll need lots of them if you plan to stay there, and a short walk north, and here you are. It's not very big at all, and I'll just turn that off. So basically, take a look at the runes. I have an insane amount, which is hopefully enough for my Vengeance group. And basically, the spells you'll be using are your Cure Plant, your String Jewelry, Plank Make, and Fertile Soil. And of course, your Energy Transfer. That's probably one of the most important ones. And basically, I really recommend you get the mage levels you need for those spells, because if you don't, you can still cast them, but you won't get any mage experience for it, and you'll also only get half the produce points. So before we start, let's take a look at a basic strategy that I've come up with. Basically, this is your clockwork strategy, or clockwise, and always start with Pauline Polaris, because you'll always want to remember to energize her first, because that provides the most amount of produce points, and then from there you'll just want to move over to your red area, where you will then cast Fertile Soil on the 3 empty soil patches and Cure Plant on the 3 diseased plants. You'll then proceed to the yellow, where you will repair the fence if necessary and pick up your lumber, repair the fences and make it back, and remember to pick up 2 pieces of lumber each time, because you'll need to make them into planks, because there will always be 2 things you need to repair. And occasionally, when you get to the empty basket beside the lumber, there will be livids in there, and you'll want to pick them up, use your string jewelry, or just click them. You can string them in groups of 5, drop them back off into the little crate over there, the cart, pick up your lumber, make your planks, head back to Pauline Polaris. As long as you keep it in that order, it should be relatively easy, because they'll all be in one fluent motion instead of running back and forth all over the place. And when you energize her, you don't necessarily cast the spell. A series of dialogues will come up, and you always have to pick the most positive option, because unfortunately, being in like a military type situation, she doesn't respond well to negative encouragement. So once you have that, here's just a little quick demonstration. So the empty patches, you just simply click on them, and for the diseased plants, again, you click on them, and the little interface will show up in the inventory area there, and you'll have to identify it as one of the 4 strains, and there's some really easy tricks to that. You'll get the hang of it. Since there's no broken gate, you'll pick up your lumber, you'll repair the 2 with lumber I've already prepared in my inventory. I carry at least 10, which leaves 10 empty slots in your inventory for when you pick up your livids to string them and put them in the cart. And identifying them, the key identification points is one of them will only have 1 large head, another one will have 2 large heads, and by heads I mean like flower parts, and for the rest, one will have a small little one down near the base, which is the one I always look for, and the one that doesn't look like any of those, it's the top right hand cornered one, because it's kind of tricky to identify by itself. And just to save us some time here, I'll speed up this round a bit, just so you get the process down. It's not really that hard. Like, you'll get it first and you'll be all like, yay, I understand how to do this, and then when you realize you have at least 44 hours of it to complete for your Vengeance group, you're like, fuck you, Jagex. But anyway, when you're running around, it might even be easier when you start out to change your definition to low definition, because it highlights the key points that you need to focus on a lot easier, and I'll show you what that looks like after I speed up this clip a little bit. Another thing, some of the mind runes, death runes, and cosmic runes I have are for mini games that show up. Not mini games, random events, sorry. And they show up. They don't happen all too often. The Squah comes by a lot, but other than that, nothing much. And if you cast the necessary spell or do the right dialogue with Pauline or whatever the random event shows up, you'll get your runes back for casting that, plus mage experience, which is really helpful. So anyway, back to the low definition that I was talking about. I'll change it up here to minimum just for fun. And you can easily see the patches that you need to focus on because they're the only ones that have any detail to them. And another thing that is even more helpful than that, like once you remember where those are, it's really quite simple and easy to see. But when you go to the gates are a lot more obvious. Not gates, fence. When the fence is broken, it's a lot more obvious when you repair it. And that just about covers up everything that you need to know to do the activity. So thanks for watching.